What's up, everybody? How are you? How are you doing? It's a very interesting evening, guys. I'm trying to avoid this word, guys, when I'm doing videos, but I'm not able. So at some point you will find me mentioning guys, because I think I'm used to this word, but I'm trying all I can to make sure that I don't mention this name. So ukisikia tu mara that one or two times, please bear with me. But I'm very sure with time I will stop using it completely. So it's a very interesting evening. I'm just niko kwa barabara, and today I've just decided to come with a very interesting video as usual. Remember, I normally say that this is a channel where you learn different tips on how to handle different situations. Today I want to talk to young generation, especially, actually not only the young generation, but to each and every person who is looking for something to do. I know right now in Kenya the economy is very bad. Actually, it's very bad because everybody is like, oh, there is no money, oh, the life is so hard, things are too much expensive at the moment. But what can we do? We must continue with life. Life must continue, because we will not kill ourselves. That is number one. Number two, we will not stop living. We will not stop eating. We will not stop dressing. We will not stop eating. Life must continue as it is. No matter how the situation is, the issue here is that life must continue. So I want to talk to, actually what I want to say is that I want to share my life experience, where I started. That is from the time I completed my O level to date. Is it to date? Yes. I want just to share my life experience, what I've been doing all through till marriage time, all through now I'm getting kahol, and so I just want to share something. When I completed my O level, I had sometimes to stay at home. The fact that my siblings were still in school, and unajua for the parents wanasemanga, let those who are in school first finish. And again, I think there was that mentality for a girl, when a girl finishes her O level, the next thing is to get married. I think there was that I don't know whether there was that mentality, but I like my dad because my dad really wanted us to go to school. And so when I completed, it wasn't automatic that I joined the college. I had to wait. Let me tell you, I waited for the longest time, because it wasn't 1 year or 2 years. I waited for I waited for 2 years. I waited for 3 years, actually. I waited for 3 years. Somebody will ask me, what was I doing for the whole 3 years? Because for a girl, let me tell you guys, it is so much one, discouraging, when your parents are not even taking that initiative or taking you to the college. Sometimes you might feel discouraged and you decide, okay, let me just go for marriage, that is. And again, it was so tedious. I would feel like these parents have really kept me waiting, and my dream was to ensure that I go to the college, get my education, my certificates, and at the end of the day I get my own job. And so even though I was feeling like I was getting discouraged at some point, I was still so much proactive. I want to tell you what I used to do the whole of the 3 years. And because I thank God, that time, I remember that time God really stood on my side, because number one, I was a church person. I went to the church. That is, I was so much inside the church. I was a Sunday school teacher. I was a youth. And thank you so much for the group that I was with that time. Because guys, tulikuwa wengi, by the way. We were many who were waiting to go to the college. We were youth members, that is in our ACK church. And those who are ACK church, Kavanjure, you can bear me witness, during our time, we had the strongest the strongest team, that is the youth team, than any other year, those 3 years. I've just shared that we used to go to the church. So we were church members, we were choir members, we used to do everything in the church as a team, and we could really do it very well. And I thank God because all this kept us engaged. So we had no time to think of funny things that girls and boys think. So we were all the time, we were throughout engaged because of the church, because we could go for the youth practice, the youth will sing to the church. We had some, and those activities in the church, by the way, we were very, very active. And then we came up with a group. Shout out to all Allsops Power group, guys. We just came up with the Allsops Power group, and this group, what we used to do, we used to act. Tulikuwa tuna act some place, and then we go from school to the other school acting. Unakumbuka, if you experienced this, whereby you pay like 2 shillings and then a team comes into the school to just show you some ile mchezo, ile praise, those who have ever experienced that can understand what I mean. So we were doing some place, then after doing this place, tunaenda schools after every that is school by school, tukiact. Tunalipwa 3 shillings, tunalipwa 2 bob, then tunaact. So that thing also kept us moving, really kept us moving, because we could go for practice. So all through our youth time, that is our youth age, we were fully much engaged, and we were engaged by church things. So we didn't have time to think of doing other funny things, and that is why, by the way, I thank God for this, because I don't know what would have happened kama sikujiengage na the church. I don't know what would have happened. And shout out to ACK Kathanjure Church, because you guys, you may not understand how you mold my character, and that is the reason I am the way I am today. So shout out to them, to ACK Kathanjure Church. I really love you. I really love you. Everything that I have today, it is because of you guys. Because if I did not stood firm by you guys, by that church, sidhani ningekuwa vile niko. Lakini you just built my character, and that is why I always feel like this. It's part of me. It's part of me. So all throughout, that is what engaged me. So then after that come the year 2003 January. That is when now I joined my college. That is when I went now to school. Nika join a college, and of course in college, you meet new things, you meet so many things. And let me say that this is where now I met even the love of my life, that is in the same college. And this is where now I started building myself. This is where now I started getting some experience, because I remember at some point when I was in college, I could get some vibaruas, our teachers used to come to our college. Our walimu wanaendanga kusoma during the holidays, especially December. They used to come to our school, and at some point the management would employ some people to do some activities there and here and there. And so I used to get those privileges, as in getting those vibarua. And that is when now I started knowing that kumbe I can start doing my own things, no matter how much I was doing it there before. Tukiact, of course we were being paid, and your pesa could keep you moving. And there is a part, guys, I did not mention. Maybe somebody would ask me, how was I managing myself when I was not in college? My dad, shout out to you. My father, shout out to my parents, my mother. You guys, you are really amazing. You really also made me to be the way I am today. Dad, I owe you. I know I owe you, and I know one day, Dad, I gotta surprise you guys. Dad and Mom, I gonna surprise you, because you guys, you really gave me support. My father gave me full support, because wakati nilimaliza shule, it's like my dad aliniweka kwa budget yake. You know, he was working then, so it's like he handed me on his budget, and every single month he would give me 1,000 shillings. Ile haijawahi kosekana since day one I finished my college. Alikuwa ananipatia so that I can go to make my hair, of course, to buy clothes, shoes and all those, you know, mnajua wasichana, and pants to buy. So my dad had already taken care of that. Every month I was assured of getting 1,000 from my dad. And by the way, he taught me a lot. Those who have girls, it is very, very important, because since I knew my father was taking care of me, and my father atakuja nipatie that 1,000 shillings, so sikufikiria that I can get money from other people. I think also this one contributed to being the way I am, you know, because sikufikiria that I can get money. You know, saa ingine unaweza kaa ufikirie, okay, me I need some pants, and my mommy and maybe my parents are not providing me the pants, so what should I do? Get a man, you know, ndio anipatiange pants, pesa nikanunue pants, or anipeange pesa nikatengenezwe nywele. But my dad took care of that. So after that I joined the college, and like as usual I saying that is when now I knew kumbe I can do some things for myself na nipate pesa yangu. So I started being active when I joined the college. Let me say, okay, then before I used to be active, but wakati niliingia college, this is where now I got some opportunity, because this is when I started my business. Guys, I started selling panties in college. I started this business and it was doing very well, because ilikuwa inanisimamia. No matter nilikuwa nalipiwa nyumba, yes, by my parent, but at least I could get money to equip the house, to buy things that I needed. So nilikuwa napata pesa through selling, through small businesses. So mimi business sikuanza sahi. I didn't say that because now I have a certificate hati sitafanya business. No. Because I needed money, I went to do some small businesses. And today I'm encouraging that one person who is either in college, who is either has finished her whole level, all is O level, ama ameshamaliza college. You have your certificate, yes, hata kama ni degree. Let me tell you, don't wait until you get the job that matches your degree. Who told you that? I'll give you a story, because even whatever I do today, guys, hey, that is not what even I stand in, because you need to do what is available. Let me tell you, you need to do what is available. So it's just an encouragement to that one person. Wale amemaliza shule, yule amemaliza form 4, and you are seated back at home na una kitu ya kufanya. Those who have done their college and they are just waiting to get the jobs that fits their certificates, please, I want to tell you that you can do something, especially to this economy today. Imefika mahali even the companies are not employing. You know, you might stay there for years and years without even getting the job or your dream job, but you need to start from somewhere. So that is where I started. I started with selling some panties. That is in college. I could go, and let me tell you something very funny. When I was starting this business, I didn't even have a single cent, but I got somebody who was selling panties in town, and I don't know why she ain't so much trust in me, because she agreed to give me the pants for the first time without money, na mimi nienda nikaziuza, and immediately jioni nikamrudishia pesa, and then that was the trend. So I started this business with zero capital, and I'm saying this because there is somebody who has small capital, and maybe you feel this capital is not enough to start any kind of business. Let me tell you, whatever amount that you have in your pocket, please start even a small. Get 5 panties, go sell. Get 5 pairs of socks, go sell. Get 5 pairs of shirts, go sell. Because I'm saying this because there is a day I listened to Divine Collections story where she started, guys. She started with 5 shirts, and now she's a very huge business woman in town, guys. You know, big business woman. So whatever you have, don't just sit down and say, at Mimi, I have certificate, I can't sell 5 pairs of socks. No. You need to start with whatever you have, and that is what will make you what you are meant to be. That is what will make you what you're meant to be. Without a starting point, let me tell you, you will not do anything. You will not even go anywhere. You must have a starting point. The starting point is not going to the office. It is not getting your dream job. It is not getting those big jobs. The starting point, it is you taking a step with the small thing that you have. You start those that job. Or rather that small business, then from there unafungua milango. And remember, even God will bless those who are active, those who are hardworking. Then after that I got married, and of course now I've moved from where I was staying, and now I've gone to a new environment. So even getting the panties, I don't have those ready customers, you know. Before I used to have ready customers, now I don't have ready customers. Number 2, the distance to town has now become because that time the roads were ulikuwa unakaa kwa jam for like hours. So even me moving from where I went to live, going to town, I would feel like it's too far. It was too far for me. So I just stopped selling the panties, and now I started thinking of something else. And what was this something else that I started thinking of? Nothing else but nyanya. Guys, ushaiuza nyanya? Ushaika ukasema, now because I don't have a job, I will not just sit down. I will not just, I need to do something, because I was not used to stay like ati nakaa hapo niletewe pesa, ati ama naomba pesa. Me, by the way, even to date, I'm not that one person who anaomba pesa. No. I like working with my own hands, get my own money, because you have control of your own money. You know, those who have their own money, they can understand what I mean. And so for the ladies who will always sit down at home waiting to be given money, please think whether you can do something. Work out and ufanye that small thing that you can, even if you earn 50 shillings in a day, it is enough for you. It is so enough. It is much enough for you, because you will have control over it. See, tunangoja kati kila wakati you must request for money. Let me go to the salon. Maybe your girls are supposed to go to the salon, wewe umekaa hapa, then mzee anajaribu kugawa pesa haitoshi, so you can't do anything. When you think of going to marriage, organize yourself. Be set for anything that will come, because things do change. Now to me, things took another direction. Things took another direction. Now I don't have these businesses that I used to have before, and even a child has come who is consuming. So even the way I used to enjoy my money all alone, now I have a family here that we are supposed to enjoy together. And again, I need to start now developing myself things. So I used to wake up very early in the morning, go to Githurai 45. Githurai 45. I like the market because I think it is the cheapest market in Nairobi. So I used to wake up in the morning, very early in the morning, guys, before watu waende shule. Lazima uende ukibizana na zile vitu nzuri. So just like those who go to Gikomba, you know how much you go to Gikomba, how early you go to Gikomba. Munaendaka Gikomba mapema sana ndio usipate kamera zote zimechaguliwa zimeisha. So myself, I used to go there very early in the morning. Then naenda na pick nyanya, na pick vitunguu, na pick mandizi, na pick nini. Then I bring them to my soko. So pale kwa grocery, I started prating people. Nikaanza kushuka watu, and so after nimeshuka watu, nikaona things they were getting better because I could get money. At the same time, I joined some chamas. Now nimeshajua now, ukiwa mama, you must join some chamas, unajua pale na pale, so that at least you get some loans to get some things here and there. And so I realized that the salon was doing better, and that is when I decided now to make a 360 degrees turn. Everything. Now I just went to the salon, so I became a salonist. Those who have come to my salon, thank you so much for for the support. Shout out to each and every person who came to support me, because it was really doing well, because within a very short time I started from outside, then kidogo kidogo nikabuildiwa ka kioski ndani, then after a very short time I had my own dryer, I had my own blow dryer, I had all those equipments for my salon. So nikaendeleza salon for some time, until when my hubby came and told me, you know what, you cannot continue doing this kind of job. By the way, I respect business so much, because what I was getting from that salon, guys, even by the time I was going to get my job, I could not even get equivalent amount of money that I was getting from my salon. It was like nimerudishwa nyuma sasa. But because, okay, I had gone to school, I had certificates, I had to have a starting point. So I had to leave my business. Remember, I left my business with some people who were not able to take care of it. And so finally, I had to close it. Unajua biashara ni mwenyewe. So, my hubby came and told me, you know what, you need now to think of something else. You need to apply for this job. So I started applying for my job. Guys, thank you so much. I want to finish this part 1 here, and my next video, guys, I'll be talking about now the employment job, my first employment, what happened, how I applied for the job, and then, guys, watch out for part 2 of this. Thank you so much for them who have watched my videos. Those who have subscribed, thank you so much, and shout out to each and every person. Shout out to Inuta, who is one of my members. Thank you so much for being part of this family. Continue subscribing, please. Imagine subscription is just free of charge. And if you like these videos, please just leave a sweet comment. Let me know what I should do next, or where I should improve. Thank you so much for the person who realized that I'm making use of guys, and I'm trying to reduce this. So those are the kind of positive feedbacks that we require from you, and we will really appreciate. I like criticism, but of course positive criticism, so you can go there, tell me what I need to improve. Is it the way I talk? Is it the way I edit my videos? Is it, what am I supposed to improve? Because we can only move a step one through your advice. So thank you so much from me. I wanna say good